else.
Rome is the
This is something that we've seen play out in the real world, where the medical officer, this is Rose Byrne, the actor playing the character Scarlet, is talking to General Stone, played by Idris Elba, and she's like, "Look, what if it comes back? You know, it's been X many days since the last infected person that we've spotted. It's been X many days since the last survivor that we've met. As far as we know, this country, you know, mainland Britain, is infection free. But what if it comes back?" And I think that's a good scientific question. She wants to know what is the protocol? How are we going to handle this? How are we going to quarantine it? How are we going to? And he just says, "We'll kill it. If it comes back, we'll kill it." Like that. Yeah. That's his response. And again, it's hubris. It's also pushing boundaries. So we talked at the very beginning of this podcast about the fact that people in this part of the country, where actually I think it's the last remaining hot zone in the country for Omicron. We may well see what happens with the new variant that's floating around at the moment, BA2 or whatever. But because people in charge want to for various reasons we're not going to go into, want this inconvenience apparently of masks to go away, people are just embracing it. Yeah, okay, we'll get rid of it, despite what's actually not even common sense, what's actually a reasonable cautionary approach to take. People want to feel a certain way. They want to feel in control, I guess. Yes. And so actually what we have here is a general who wants to feel, well, if it comes back, we'll kill it. And all she's asking for is just a basic if it happens, what will we do? That's all she's asking.
What is the protocol?
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, because also, I mean, it's vague, isn't it? Like, you're not actually, that's not a plan.
No, exactly. We'll kill it.
Lots about not having plans.
No.
Again.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
But that is it's not a plan. It's not sensible, and it speaks of a lack of understanding of how it works, and actually I like how they introduced it back in. I thought that was a good
having
story.
a carrier in that sense. Yeah.
Yes. Let's explain what happens then. So after the children have been returned to Don, they go out exploring, don't they? Because it's really easy to get out of this really secure thing without anybody noticing.
Yeah.
So they go back to their family home to look for a picture of their mum because
understandably they want a picture of their mum. This is the time.
That's not a problem, but why could they just walk out of this super secure unit? Like if they could just walk out, nobody noticed. Like.
Well, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. The sniper, Doyle, noticed, played by Jeremy Renner.
And then it's ineffective because he did nothing about it.
Well, he reported it.
Oh, no, he does. He reports it, and then they still have hours and hours to get... Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So he says, we've got 2 stray dogs leaving from the North Gate or whatever. Two pups.
Kittens.
2 pups.
Or was it 2 pups?
2 puppies,
yeah. Like little, yeah.
Yeah. But also as well, again, we have a really effective... London abandoned kind of feel.
Yes.
The kids are going through the streets. It's really good.
It didn't have as many wide shots though, and it was the wide shots that I think were the most effective, where you just get so much of like nothing happening.
Yeah.
But you did get that kind of re-feel of the thing. Anyway, they go and get their thing and they're picked up, and then in the meantime, they get back, don't they?
Yep.
And their mother is there.
Yeah, in the attic.
And she's got one gnarly eye, which is rage. Rage! It's coming out of the eyes! And then the other eye is like normal. And then she keeps having these little moments, doesn't she, where she's like twitching with rage and then she controls it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's so her and her son, and this is where again this question of blood being thicker than water and so on and so forth. Her and her son both have a condition where one eye is a different colour from the other eye. David Bowie had a similar situation, but apparently that happened to him because he was beaten up once when he was a kid.
No, his condition's not different coloured eyes. His condition is one of the pupils was enlarged.
That was it. There you go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's not always something that the eye differences aren't always something that you inherit. But in this instance, they have.
There is a condition. It's called heterochromia,
I think. Yeah.
Yes. So
different coloured eyes. Yeah. and
Yes,
and
they've
this
both
this
got that.
this seemingly is linked with her ability to be a carrier for the virus, so she can carry it. She is infectious, but she's not essentially rabid.
Well, the
As
thing is, I think there's a question mark there as well, because it kind of indicates that she is infected and experiencing the disease, but that she is able to control those impulses.
okay, that's interesting.
That's what I got from it, because there's that moment where the medical officer, Scarlett, did you say her name was?
Yeah.
She she makes some comment about her obviously controlling it, and she's obviously furious.
Well,
She
yeah,
is so furious with
yeah,
her husband.
yeah,
Like, she is, I mean, it's reined in,
yeah,
it's tight,
yeah,
but she hates him.
yeah.
Like, she hates him.
Yeah, there's a really weird quality to her acting, which may well be because of this. I've never really thought about it like that before, actually, where she's being questioned and she's sort of slightly evasive or quiet. She doesn't really seem all that bothered about someone taking her blood. But when Dawn sneaks into the unit, into the quarantine room that she's in, she's again very quiet. But on the one hand, she looks reconciliatory. On the other hand, she looks almost like narrow-eyed and angry, doesn't she?
Yeah, so I totally read that as she was ragey and just faking the reconciliation, and she was just trying so hard to appear natural.
Well, what's interesting is, and this is, maybe you'll have an opinion on this. He kisses her. He's like, I'm sorry. He kisses her, and we get this close up of like the saliva and stuff. Just implying
it's
that he's
cruel
infected.
intentions all over again. Let's like see the saliva.
Yeah. So he's infected now, and she sort of smiles, doesn't she? She smiles
because she knows she's infected him.
But also she's tied to a bed. What does she expect will happen next? You see what I mean?
It doesn't. No, but see.
I think she's so angry that she doesn't.
Yes.
She just wants.
I literally think. Yeah, I think she went there to kill him.
Right. Okay.
That is literally what I think it is. And she's reined it in and she's holding it back because she's got an element of control.
But also she wants to see her kids. She says, "Can I see my children?" To Scarlett. So she does want to see. So do you think it's that her eyes, in that sense, reflect a dual? She can be in control. She does want to see her kids. She does want to reconcile with her husband, because that means she can see her kids. Is that what I mean? But then also at the same time, she's kind of really happy that now he's got this virus. But then when he starts beating her up, and this is grim, and obviously it's a callback to Jim in the first film, how he kills her with his thumbs. She goes, I think she flips back to being, oh God, what's happening to me? Help me. Again, it's very ambiguous for her. It's very ambiguous because, she clearly wasn't okay. And that weird smile that she does, it's not a smile of, oh, he loves me still. It's a smile of, I got you.
No, I honestly saw that of like, my mission is completed.
Yeah.
And once that happened, it kind of cleared the fog.
Yeah.
And then she was able to
panic
past that, to panic, to go, oh God, what have I done?
Yeah.
But I think until that moment, that motivation was almost all encompassing.
Yeah.
And if that is really what that actor was doing, she did a bloody amazing job, didn't she? To get all of that out.
I think so. But because I think she obviously she goes back to the family house, I think, because that's where the family are most likely to be. So I think she still definitely wants to see her kids. But also, as you say, it also means that at the very least, there's a chance that she's going to bump into him again, and she can.
But also, I mean, she did see the kids, didn't she, momentarily?
Yeah.
So maybe that was enough.
Yeah, possibly.
Yes. Realm. Time.